Alright, hello everyone, it is Blessed, and we are back with another Casual Cup draft match. It is week 3, because last week I forgot to record week 2 because I was away, and then I was busy for every week, so I didn't do a post-match recording. But Panda did, unfortunately, lose the game, and we are now 1-1, -1 differential. This week we are against Ben and the Oakland Acrobatics. His team is right here, and this may be one of the worst matchups I've ever had in a draft match. But you know, we're still here. I don't expect to win it, but we're gonna try our hardest. Maybe we can pull out a win with some stuff that he's not expecting. But let's go over the team real quick, because I don't want to keep him waiting any longer. First we have Banded Weavile, just double ice move, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and Facade. I should be able to kill basically anything. His only thing I'm a little worried about that could actually take hits from this well is Machoke. But Machoke's not the hardest to switch into anyways. Next up we have Silvally Bug. Ben actually does have a bit of a bug weakness. It's not huge, but it's there. And it also can take a Wood Hammer from Banded Rillaboom. One singular Wood Hammer. Surf and Crunch, just coverage to hit like Mudsdale and Drifblim, Metagross, I guess. Next we have Physically Defensive Blaziken with Leftovers. Flamethrower knockup Will-O-Wisp Defog. This is our defogger because the other ones that we brought, we didn't want to run defog on. Flamethrower just to hit specially. Why are we hitting special again? I need to remember. Mudsdale. Also because Flare Blitz and Blaze Kick kind of suck on defensive sets. Or well, Blaze Kick just sucks in general and don't want to Flare Blitz. Knockup to just get rid of item. Hopefully burn something, preferably Grimmsnarl is what I think we'd be burning. Next we have this is also Rillaboom switching, kind of. Next is the Latios Twisted Spoon because we are just running sub 2 attacks in Roost. Psychic and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt because that hits Grimmsnarl neutrally and Jinx neutrally, and Metagross, which are Psychic resists. I mean, and Starmie super effectively, but Starmie doesn't take Psychics very well anyways. Besides that, we should just be able to Psychic a lot. Hopefully sub on Mudsdale. One thing on Mudsdale I am actually worried about, and we'll get to that in just a second, is Lash Out, because that is actually going to hit Latios and Decidueye, which is next. We have Assault Vest Decidueye, Poltergeist, Giga Drain, U-Turn, and Shadow Sneak. Running a lot of bulk just because we don't really want it to be Time Metagross. We're fine if we don't. And even though we are minus nature and speed, we do have a bit of speed just to make sure Grimmsnarl doesn't outspeed us with only like 16 EVs. But nothing on this team really wants to take Poltergeist besides Heliolisk, which can't do much in return to us. Don't super expect to see Heliolisk, but it is possible. Shadow Sneak, because that'll just kill Jinx probably. I haven't run the calc on that, but it does a lot. U-Turn to Pivot, Giga Drain because that'll hit Mudsdale stronger especially, assuming it's physically defensive. And Poltergeist just because we can. And finally we have with a Custap Berry, Explosion, Toxic Spike, Spikes, Gunk Shot. This is just a suicide lead. No grounded poison type, and his removal is okay, but not great. So we want to try and get some spikes down, Toxic Spikes, and then just go boom. But yeah, that is the team. Like I said, is a very hard matchup, so I'm not super confident I'll win this. But we're going to go ahead and send the challenge. And as you can see on the right? Yeah, there we go. What I'm expecting him to bring, really I think he could bring anything. Most things do pretty well in the matchup for him. But Rillaboom I for sure expect, Grimmsnarl I for sure expect. Entei would be an ice resist that isn't weak to knock off. For Weavile, Mudsdale is just pretty good physically defensively. Then Drifblim for the unburdened stuff of terrain. Metagross can really be anything. should open the damage calculator. That's a good idea. And of course, as always, in the description you can find the link to the Casual Cup server, link to a playlist of all the Casual Cup matches that I am playing, my Twitter, Panda's Twitter, Opponent's Twitter, Violet, who made the layout and thumbnails. So go follow them. I'm just stalling while I wait for a challenge. Alright, here we go. I'm basically completely correct with what I was expecting, except for the Drift Bloom that is actually Starmie. So we'll go ahead and change that real quick. Post the link. That's... Oh, right. There we go. Alright, so, Rillaboom, Mudsdale, Entei, Starmie, Grimmsnarl, and a Metagross. Not really sure what to expect from the lead. I think it might just be Rillaboom, but we're just going to go off with the Suicide lead Garbodor. It is Rillaboom. So yeah, he probably switches out here. Everything's ground. I think setting normal spikes is probably better than toxic spikes in this matchup. Goes right into Metagross. Can I live a Zen Headbutt? Yes. No, I cannot. But, you know, wave the Suicide lead. We are just going to spike again. It is slower. It Meteor Mashes us. We have a weak armor proc, so we are now going to be at very fast. And we're going to set a third layer of spikes. Garbodor has done its job. It is Suicide led. So the fact that Garbodor has Bedman means that this is like low speed. In fact, maybe even min speed. I wish we did Creep Decidueye for this actually. This would be Weakness Policy? I don't think it'd be Weakness Policy. It could be Culverberry. Really, it's too early to determine what this is yet. I am going to go into Blaziken though, and I'm going to fire off a Will-O-Wisp. Or Knockoff, actually. He has to be worried that I could Flare Blitz. It does Zen Headbutt, but we are physically defensive. This is actually a problem. Assaultus gets knocked off. So it has a bit of speed. Oh, that was actually a speed type. It's min speed. Was it? Yeah. Because we're minus speed nature on Blaziken. Didn't think this far through. I want to keep this. But I think he's on Headbutts again. I'll just do Meteor Mesh. I think he's on Headbutts again. We're going to go into Weavile. Risky play, but hopefully it pays off. Only Dark Resist he brought is Grimmsnarl, which isn't the bulkiest, but it does exist. If he Meteor Mashes, that's a good play. He EQs. Not going to do too much because of a terrain, even with a crit. I should have calced Bullet Punch. This is already going terribly. Bullet Punch kills. Bullet Punch kills. This is awful. Yeah, I think I actually just lose from this position already. Oh. Also, hold on, let me just... There we go. But yeah, I do actually think I just lose from his position, which is very unfortunate. Bullet Punch does kill. It doesn't kill. Knockoff doesn't kill either. We can't just Ice Shard. No, we can't. We're gonna switch into Decidueye. Now we're gonna Shadow Sneak. This sucks. Yeah. He does have speed because we are slow Decidueye. Not a 6-0, so that's a good thing. So Decidueye's in. I would expect Entei to come out here. We don't really have anything for Entei, so Entei comes in, clicks. Well, I guess Blaziken. Blaziken coming in means we have nothing for Rillaboom then, but we don't really have anything for Rillaboom regardless because Blaziken's already chipped. It does go into Starmie. He can't spin here. And it is Boots, so it's not Specs. I don't actually think it can kill us. Yeah, it can't kill us. So I'm just gonna Poltergeist this. And the spikes are gonna stay up, because that was his only removal. But yep, now Entei's gonna come in here. How much do I need this anymore? Don't think I really need this anymore. I'm just gonna Shadow Sneak to get some damage off before I die. It does go for a Sacred Fire. It is Life Orb, so it can still extreme speed. Latios versus Entei? Yeah. Extreme speed's only doing half. We can not Thunderbolt, but Blaziken is gonna take. I won't die to Stone Edge, but I would assume I die to Stomping Tantrum. Yeah. So we do have to go Latios here. I do think Thunderbolt's a play because Grimmsnarl's super obvious to come in here. Yep. Thunderbolt can do some nice damage. I'm gonna sub here because I don't want to get Sucker Punched. He stays in, he just goes for a Spirit Break. How much of a Thunderbolt do? Thunderbolt did 33, so it's likely max HP. Could be max HP, max attack. In that case, so Volley Bug does not actually get 2-code by Spirit Break, so we're gonna go in there. Yeah, so it's actually not invested at all in special attack or physical attack, it seems like. Or well, it's invested like a tiny bit. I think I just want a U-turn here, right? How much is U-turn doing? U-turn's not killing. You know, I don't really see a reason to not just multi-attack. Alright, Grimmsnarl does die. That was a greedy bulk up. Yeah, so if it's just max HP, I did have to max roll that, but still, I don't super agree with that. I At this point, I think I want to sack Blaziken. Sack Blaziken, I go here, I Dragon Pulse. Or I Roost, actually, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to take the recoil and then die to Life Orb, so we actually do have Blaziken in here. Mudsdale, I want to Will-O-Wisp this, actually. I miss. That's unfortunate. I get Body Pressed. I probably should have just knocked off her Flamethrower. Actually, knock out. I do like Will-O-Wisp actually, just because that prevents stamina from getting procced. Choice Band, Weavile. Icicle Crash is not going to kill this yet. How much does Mudsdale Lash Out do if it's uninvested? 2 Latios. Not actually much, so I'm just gonna go click Psychic. Okay, so if Psychic does 51, we get Body Pressed. That's not going to do anything. We're going to Psychic again here. Actually, we're going to Roost. Burst. Okay, he protects, we Roost. We should be able to win the game now. He's already said GG in the chat. You can't see that yet because it's a little behind, but... It was Rillaboom. We are just going to Psychic. We have no reason to risk anything here yet. Yggdrasil glides. Doesn't even do half. Can we preserve differential? I just want to see something. OU Choice Band. Silvally. We're at 67. So we can't really preserve differential at all. So we just have to Thunderbolt. Yep, he is gonna get a kill, but Weavile comes in and clicks Ice Shard, and we win. Alright, so we pick up a nice 2-0 victory against Ben. Very good games to him. Thought that towards the start around Metagross I played a little sloppy, but able to manage to pull it back. Very tough matchup, I thought, but you know, I think just once we got those spikes down and he sacked Vistarmy. Obviously, he didn't know that we were AV to Decidueye, but still, Vistarmy sack, meaning the spikes could stay up. Spikes were able to put in a lot of work here, chipping down the Entei that already had Life Orb, chipped down the Grimmsnarl. Bulk Up was a little greedy on his part, although I do think if it was max HP, that I did need a max roll on the multi-attack. So I can't blame him completely on that, although I would have just Ice Shard to revenge kill. Regardless, though, very good game. We are now 2-1 with 1 differential, +1. And next week, hopefully I can record live when Panda plays. He will be playing against, let me check, Mortem in the Mere Mortals, so make sure to stay tuned for that match. Like video, comment, follow the Twitter, all the stuff I said earlier, join the server, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.